FOB Johnson stands for Forward Operating Base Johnson. It's a place for everyone to come to before they move forward in their lives. FOB Johnson was started because we already lose so many young men and women over there today in Afghanistan and Iraq. And what's becoming a very, very large problem is 22 veterans a day are taking their lives. And we saw a need. We saw a need for a safe haven.
When we have these young servicemen here and women, they're the cream of the crop. They have such goodness about them. They see a wrong and they want to make it right. And they have personal strength. And they're funny. They're so funny. So it's great to be around them.
FOB Johnson was started July of 2015 in honor of my husband, Sergeant Trevor Johnson. He was killed January 27, 2009 in Afghanistan and now is at Providence. And he's buried in Arlington National Cemetery with full military honors.
The whole idea of FOB Johnson came from a pretty dark place in our grief. And nothing made sense until that came into being. And he's the reason we do what we do, to honor him. I taught him how to play chess, I think when he was 7, and I never beat him. He was a good strategist for that.
Oh yeah, he always wanted to be better than his sister. And his sister never liked it either.
But they had so much fun together. I mean,
great kid.
He was an honor student. He took AP, calculus, physics, just blew it out of the water in high school. His parents took him to all these colleges because he could basically get into any college he wanted to. Very well-rounded, played baseball, football. He was that all-American, just the guy you see in the movies.
He's the one that called me. He said, "Mom, something happened on TV. I don't know what it is." That's when 9/11 hit. From that moment on, there was no persuading him against going into the military. His motto was, "I can defend those who can't defend themselves." And you can't argue with that. And he was a great Marine.
He told me something one time, "You're perfect to me and I'm perfect to you, and we're perfect together." Trevor was a great dad. He was the dad that would take you shooting and teach you to build things. And even when he came home, if it was a hard day for me and the kids just wore me down or work wore me down, he was there to pick up everything.
We know that the morning that Trevor passed away, he went out on this mission and he'd already dismantled 7 IEDs. So he saved a lot of lives that day.
So this third deployment, he was 3 months in. It was, I think he had 30 minutes left in his mission. He'd marked his final 7th IED, and it was the first ever recorded remote-controlled IED. They pressed the button and instantly killed my husband and another Marine who also had a wife and 2 kids.
There are a lot of ways to die, and he didn't suffer. And he passed away doing something he loved. And he kept his guys safe. We had a memorial at the ranch. Just over 1,100 people came. And it was an outdoor memorial out on the flat near where he used to play cowboys and robbers with his sister and take his dog for a walk.
The whole process of that many people coming out and to be there with us it was unbelievable.
Once you've experienced that goodness, it would be a shame not to keep it going.
FOB Johnson's a place where 2 or 3 guys come out and they hop on the plane, we go pick them up, and they come out, they get their own guest house and just relax, enjoy the fresh air, look at the mountains, feed the dogs, Some of the guys just like to go for a walk and just be alone and be with their thoughts because they never have a chance to slow down.
I remember when I was contacted to come out here to FOB Johnson, and I was like, that is, oh my God, amazing. You go four-wheeling here, they've got horses here. I mean, there's so much awesome things to do here.
Once the veteran comes out, they're part of the FOB Johnson family. Our biggest thing is when they leave, they know someone cares and they have hope.
There's a whole platoon that call me Mama J. So, and it came from them, and I'm okay with it, just fine with it.
We lost a son, but we gained a huge family of Marines.
Yeah.
If I could feel like this, I know this can help out so many other people. And it could actually save lives, like literally save lives. It would get rid of the stress, and they could take this back home with them.
We have a lot of good times here. And I think that every veteran who's been here so far has gone away doing better than when they got here. So that's really all we ask for.
It's kind of a reverse healing because myself and my in-laws and my children, we all lost Trevor, and he was such a huge part of our lives. And though we can't bring him back, we can reach out and help people who are still here. They actually have a happiness and there's a weight off their shoulder. It's kind of like you come out there and you can leave something behind and take with you something better.
You know, every day's different.
A blessing. Every day's a blessing here.